It's Week 8 of the National Football League, and the spotlight is on Justin Herbert. He got his reps in last week, finishing with over 300 passing yards. It's the Jets and the Saints, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the New Orleans Saints. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. To come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. From the 23, here's the second down and 6. Mahomes going to throw. To the right side, here's Mayer. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That one complete. It's tanked down. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And we're going to see the ball in the air quite a bit here. This is a top 5 passing offense in the NFL. And they certainly like to get everybody involved. So this defense, they're going to have to be able to counterpunch somehow. They couldn't there, and it's an opening drive, 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes. Into the hands of Perry, complete. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards at the midway point. It's a 1st down. Got his man, Dell. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and a yard. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Slant pass complete to Olave. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tank Dell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
It hasn't taken Herbert long to earn this status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. He's locked and loaded on every snap, and the second he sees an opening, the ball's soaring downfield. You've got to be on your A game at all times against him. The second you slip up, he's liable to burn you.
And how he got away from that first tackler, no idea, but he did, and it winds up with positive yardage. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. You look at this Saints defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Running bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved. That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Well, the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Now Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. This defense for the Saints very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not much happening offensively here early on. That's 2 drives and 0 first downs. This defense, they've come to play, and they're the better of the 2 units here so far.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Muscles him off. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It goes as a loss of 6, and now 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Completes it to Perry. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. His throw incomplete. The Saints sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Mahomes' throw caught by Olave. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Mahomes now to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Perry. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Tank Dell with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Groupie able to add the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. Here's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this one's going to sail on him a bit. And it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. To the air again, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Meanwhile, Mahomes got this throw brought in here by Miller. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Gibbs straight ahead. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Mahomes now on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's complete right around the 8. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
One of the best in the NFL in no small part because of his running ability. But on that play, didn't matter to the defense at all. Nice stop for them, a feather in their cap for getting the sack and brought down one of the toughest guys to catch in the NFL.
Here's Blake Groupie now for the Saints field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Jets ready to get going again here on offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
2nd and 10. Oh, some strong running. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That good for 19 and a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get a 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met. Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll take it across midfield down into jet territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. Olave over the middle. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Mahomes now on first down. To the right side, here's Moore. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. On first down, Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Perrin. Dances by him. He did it again. Touchdown, Saints. A.T. Perrin, 27 yards. And the Saints are able to add on to their first half lead. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Groupie for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. New York set to take the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Herbert. Outright, he's got Ruckert. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Again, Herbert. And he will find his man on the outside. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Under pressure, they got him again. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To the right side, this is Dillon. Oh, he's got a little daylight, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A crazy sequence here, a huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front with that game closing in on halftime. Keenan Allen, a touchdown reception. From there, we head to the Big Apple, more specifically to MetLife Stadium in Jersey to check on the Giants. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. Joe Mixon with a touchdown run. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. As you can see, the score there in the 2nd quarter. Desmond Ridder with a couple of touchdown passes. We were treated to an excellent first half from the gunslinger, Patrick Mahomes. He connected on 3 touchdown passes in those first 2 quarters, as his guys have built up a sizable lead here at the break.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. But that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, They spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That is caught by Dell. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That goes for a gain of 31.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Gibbs again. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Saints have opened the lead up to 30. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
The point after, good by Groupie. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And this one too low. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. A tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Herbert on 1st down now. Now swing pass for Dillon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's got it. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. They'll send one of those two tight ends in motion. Dillon will take this one in. Touchdown, New York.
While no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it as the score is now 31-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was A.J. Dillon who capped it off with a touchdown run. Perry, the return. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Mahomes. Caught by Mayer. Pitch and catch there, good for 13. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Mahomes going to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Saints first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. That'll give him 8 that time, and now it's 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3 and out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. At that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. Breaks the tackle, now Allen. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
You want to put together a long drive? You've got to be able to convert on 3rd down, and they've done exactly that on this one. Sure enough, came up with another conversion right there.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He completes it to Olave. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Mahomes now to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A.T. Perry with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have got it on cruise control. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Groupie able to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out now come the Jets. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
On second down, Dillon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. Now Herbert off the bootleg. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. There he goes, left side. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Now the Saints. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On first down, it's Herbert. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that will be incomplete as well. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Saints are going to take over here up near the 40. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down. Gibbs on the toss left. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 15. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And now out come the Jets.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
They'll set up a screen for Dillon.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
16 yards. First down, Jets.
Here's Herbert. That's complete right side to Lazard. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Herbert. Looking middle, and that's complete. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Again, Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Herbert now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
First down, New York.
Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that will bring up second down.
2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Herbert off of play action. Connection made to Ruckert. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
To the air again, Herbert. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now it's Herbert. Touchdown, Jets. Curtis Samuel from 8 yards out. And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Well, it's been a tough day, but they finally were able to get one into the end zone, and maybe the offense will feel a little bit better about itself going into next week.
And if you're a coach taking that into next week, I know you're upset, but it is a little bit more respectable, somewhat of a moral victory, right?
Yeah, they probably won't say a lot of that to the team, but it is true. It's something for them to build on, and then they can call their mom and tell her, hey, Mom, for your fantasy points, we got you a few down the stretch.
The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
On the give, here's Gibbs. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Completes it to Perry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I want him out. They tend to leave him in.
And the Saints are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Williams trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
This defense is holding strong, but they're going to need one more stop, maybe 2 more stops. And where the ball is on the field, the offensive playbook remains wide open. They've got to be alert for anything.
They'll try again. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. No, definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass as they're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Here's Groupie for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From the 50, here's Herbert. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Jets.
They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Herbert back to the air. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, New York.
One last throw here for Herbert. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Saints, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.